Alright! We're back at it, ladies and gentlemen! Doki Literature Club! How's it going, homies? Oh my god, that was too much, wasn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, anyways. Yuri! She's surprised. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time. We wait too long. Oh, fuck. Can we pause? I gotta take a fat shit.
Yeah, sure. I might have to follow you after that.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, guys. We get it. Yeah. We'll be back in a second.
Can I pause
Yeah,
the recording?
just stop. Alright! Hello, everyone. We're back. And with that, Yuri.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought.
Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if I haven't been I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you?
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
In that case, I'll read a little bit more of it tonight.
Fuck! I want you to read it with me, and only me!
It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's good reasoning, I guess. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
Yes, ma'am.
In fact, have it done by tomorrow.
Would you
or
like a
else
synopsis? And what kind of notation? I know there's special kinds
It's
of
like
notation.
oh god. Socratic? No. It's like a Socratic seminar. It's a seminar. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
There's a reason we're not in an English field.
I am a college graduate.
Community college graduate.
In fire technology. Easy, Tiger.
Alright!
I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back into my bag.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Nope. Yep. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. I apologize.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait!
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem first?
See, you're making decisions.
She's my friend. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing with Sayori first. She's my good friend, after all. Sound reasoning.
This is a good poem, Carsby. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
I guess you're right. You're a loser. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Because we blackmailed you into it.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the classroom? Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Carsby. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined the club. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun times here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleep from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not bad. Mad. I want breakfast.
Yeah?
Sayori,
10 out of 10?
this is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this?
No, just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself.
Don't be rude. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
That's great. Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
I would 100% feel that one.
Yeah, bruh.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who should you show your poem to next? As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exception. Oh,
Bro, I get one job. Let me have it.
actually, you have like 4 jobs.
Let me have them. Exceptional.
What was that?
Did I just say that out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
He's going to hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Well, I know that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah.
Oh, I almost threw up.
Please don't do that.
Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even in a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Yes, please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Yeah, it's because it's too eloquent. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
What a stuck-up thing to say.
Something easy to digest for simple-minded folk like you.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Who? Haha. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Carsbane. You would know that if you weren't a fucking idiot.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than just tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolic compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive, too, so...
Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Carsbane. And forever.
Me too. Alright. Time to torture you.
Oh boy. My poor... Let me get some water. These vitamins. Okay. Alright. Let me have it.
Alright. Start you off with the simple one. Huh?
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes.
Hey, neither are you, dipshit. You're not cute enough for me. Do you want to get smacked?
I was last night.
I get it.
Pass.
Sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine.
You know, normally when it says sigh, you don't say sigh.
The castle of...
Not that you'll like it.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly. Poetry can try.
But what?
That's
What?
about
What?
it.
Try again.
People can try. I thought it said poetry. People can try, but that's about it.
Eloquent, huh?
I didn't say eloquent.
Yeah, I told you you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
You're too simple-minded. What? You like it? What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style couldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like this brick. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, and they made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did.
Dude, my fucking throat hurts so bad.
I guess more went into it than I
I
realized.
made a poor decision.
You did make a very poor decision. Maybe you'll get a voice change halfway through.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect it from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment.
Nice.
I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her.
Huh, I don't know. What? Who should you put? There's just so many options. Hi, Carsbane. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, new activities, or things we can do better, go fuck yourself. I don't care. I'm always listening, but not really. Fuck off. Man, look at these frames. About 144 frames. Look at that. Buttery smooth. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Let's see here. Oh yeah, not even warm. It's almost like this game takes 0 graphics ability. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Ahahaha! This poem is garbage!
Just like you.
Get out of my club. Don't worry, Carsbane. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true.
And then we can do a kabuki.
I hand Monica my poem.
Great job, Carsbane. I'm putting this right on the fridge. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. But I'd like you to go for something deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low.
Same.
Same. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
Damn, bro. This game's spitting facts. Ah, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Holy fuck, look at her nails.
Oh, Jesus. Well, I think that's shadows.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
That's
like
just
hits her fingers on
Yeah.
her other side. Okay,
Yeah.
God. I was like, oh my God, she's a hawk. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are often left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, but allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point.
I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry so much about that.
She said, yeah, you suck.
Don't worry so much about that. You might write something good eventually.
Someday.
Do your own thing. Just keep exploring and trying new things.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find whatever suits you most. So don't force yourself to write the same way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now?
No.
Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. What? That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know.
I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall.
I didn't notice the music changes every time you read a poem.
It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching further into everything. Forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in.
So what do you think?
It's dark. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has got pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be very powerful. What was the inspiration
behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes, when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Now, this video is sponsored... No.
Phew.
I'm not that important.
I guess that's everyone.
Thank God I don't have to talk anymore.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna end this one here. Thank you for watching, homies, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
これはきっと終わりじゃなくて始まりへと向かう